He expressed warnings to others of a force so menacing and unbeatable, it could only be described as supernatural. He called them ghosts.
What's up, people? Mike here, and this is Call of Duty Ghosts, Veteran Difficulty and Intel Guide. This is Mission 9, The Hunted, and this is the... I don't know if I can call this obligatory stealth mission. I can't say that every Call of Duty game has like a stealth mission. They have stealth sections. I feel like we'll see it. They had the Gillies one in Call of Duty 4. They had the winter one in... Well, you didn't have to stay stealth that whole time. You eventually got inside and you had to kill people. But for the most part, you could get through that whole first half of it by staying stealth. But outside of those, I can't remember. I can't recall any like completely stealth missions in the games. Just like sections. So yeah, you know, I like this level. It can be annoying because sometimes you may not realize you've gotten spotted, because the first time I played through this level, I apparently had gotten spotted when I was sneaking through the forest, but it wasn't to the point where they were chasing after me, but I guess they had seen something moving, so they were on like kind of not high alert, but they were aware that someone was moving through the jungle, but I wasn't getting shot at. So until I finished the mission and I didn't get the achievement, I basically realized, well, okay, so I didn't do a good job, and I went back through the second time and nailed it in one shot. So the basic strategy that I found that works is you just stay to the left no matter what. Like, you might be able to go from the right, but it always seemed like all the enemies were on that side. So I've never experimented in trying to go on the right side. I've just always stayed to the left, and except for like the lone like one or two, or I think in total I only really had to be aware of like 3 guys that could have possibly spotted me for this whole first section when you're going through all the jungle. But once you see this kind of waterfall, you're pretty much in the clear, and conveniently that's where the intel is, because you know it's out in the jungle and that's where it would be. I was almost, when I first was going through this game trying to find the intel, I was almost expecting it to be right in the middle of the crash site where the plane was with all the enemies. So I was like, well, shit, that's gonna be a pain in the ass if I have to go through there. And then I eventually looked online, I saw where it was, I was like, okay, that's completely in a random spot that you wouldn't expect it to be for intel. But okay, as long as I can avoid enemies, I'll accept it. So outside of that one part there where you need to save your teammates, I basically just stay with the pistol, mainly because it has a little tracking device. I was gonna say a heartbeat monitor, but I don't think that's really what you would call it. I guess it's like a tracking, or not a tracking device. What the fuck is that thing called? I can't think of the name of what I'm thinking of. Radar, that's what it is. It's an enemy radar device. Even though, like I said, outside of that last that one section is the only time where I actually need to kill anyone through this entire mission, really. I think if you move here, these guys will see you and they will start shooting you and probably kill you. I've always just not moved, and I almost want to experiment on doing that and just kind of like move my head, like look to the right as they're walking away and see if anyone's like, holy shit, he's over there, and just start shoots at me. Or, if it's because you're in the waterfall, they just can't see shit. Yeah. Because, video game logic and the AI, as I said, is very funky at points. I don't know. They will see you, and then you could be 2 feet in front of them. But as long as you're crouched in like knee-high grass, they can't see shit apparently. As for this section right here, there's apparently like a fuck ton of guys there. And the thing is, like, we're crouch walking. We're not even in grass for half of this thing, and the enemies just do not fucking see you. Like, these have to be the dumbest enemies ever, that they can't see shit right now. Like, this is the point when you realize, like, the stealth is nothing. It's just nothing. It's like, I probably could just be standing up and just walking through and they wouldn't see me. Like, that's how bad the stealth is. There's no challenge to it. It's pretty sad that they didn't try and like up the difficulty of the stealth, at least for this mission, because you get an achievement for staying in stealth the entire time. Make it a little more challenging, make people earn it. For this part here, apparently, like, those helicopters drop off, like, a ton of guys. And I think it's Elias says, form a line. And because of how many guys we just go past, apparently, I just stuck on the end of whoever the last guy was. In this case, it was Merrick. And there's one last part coming up here where a helicopter will show up, and if you don't crouch, the helicopter will see you, but you don't get checkpointed, so you can just, if you get spied here, you can just let yourself get killed, and you'll reload right after you walk through the tall grass with all the enemies, and you can just retry, and that's basically the end of the mission. It's like 10 minutes and really nothing else. I kind of leave in towards the end bit just so I can show the achievement popping for completing this thing. This is the thing that pisses me off, the way they have the achievement set up, is that it literally won't show if you stayed stealth the entire time and got the achievement until the very end of the mission. And I'm pretty sure it checkpoints you right before it pops, so you pretty much would have to redo the entire mission again if you did manage to fuck up. So Hopefully you stayed stealth the whole time and you don't have to redo this bullshit again. And I'll see you in the next mission. Peace.